congratulations on this wonderful film.
Thank you.
Everybody's going to ask you this question, but how familiar were you with Lord of the Rings before you started
I
off?
was pretty familiar. I watch the films 2 or 3 times a year, and if anybody in my life makes the mistake of saying that they've never seen them, it's rare they get out of my house without at least watching the first one. So yeah, to be told that I got this job was just a dream, and I'm still not quite sure it's real. I think, when I see it on the big screen, I'll relax into it a bit more.
Okay, so you haven't actually seen it on the big screen yet?
I've not seen it on the big screen yet. I mean, I've seen it when we were doing the ADR. It's on a pretty big screen, but not a, viewed on cinema big screen. So yeah.
Oh, awesome. So for you, how was it knowing and loving those films to have the continuity with that, but also to give it a fresh voice?
I think the continuity is obviously there's an ancestry in this film that we know and love in terms of Héra and Éowyn and the Rohirrim. I think to have a new character that nobody knew, she was an unnamed, the child of Helm was unnamed in the books. To give her a name and give her a story and connect the Shieldmaidens, I think that's very important because they're quite male-centered films. And I think now to have a fantastic new sort of female lead just adds to the films, and it adds to Helm's character because it humanises him, I think, in a way, because he's a father.
That brings me on. Do you think we're getting better at writing parts for and about women?
I think there's always more to do in every field when it comes to writing about sort of any, not just women, but any minority. I think, especially when you're using writing from an age, I don't think we should be sort of angry with people who've written books when they were, born in the sort of the early 20th century. But you can use what's already there and build, as we have done with this, and build a fantastic female character from that.
And as we can see from Seri and all the others who are here tonight, once Lord of the Rings gets hold of you, it doesn't seem to let go. Are you hoping for more adventures in this world of some shape and size?
It ends, and there's many directions the film could go, and I will always, if I'm allowed back, will always love to play Héra. She lives in me now.
And what's going to be your favourite moment you take away from this whole process?
Oh gosh, I think working with everyone, working with Kenji and Philippa and Phoebe and Artie, and delving into the world as much as we did, and having them as walking encyclopedias, I felt so loved and protected, and we just had a really lovely time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us. Lovely to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!